Good morning. Today is Tuesday, October 20th, and it's a White Cohort Day. Greetings, SJA, and welcome back from the much-needed break. We wanted to let you know that our student leaders are working hard behind the scenes to continue to help us stay connected to some of our most beloved traditions. This week, we'll ask you to join us with some Spirit Days. On Wednesday, we want everyone to show up both online and in person in their SJA gear. Gear Day on top with dress code appropriate bottoms. To all of our fall sports teams representing us out there, please wear your geared jerseys on Wednesday. Many of you will be celebrating your senior day for your team this week, so to those who have already celebrated them and to those who will celebrate this week, we send out all our well wishes as you round out your regular season play. On Thursday, we will wear our class colors. They are as follows: seniors, black; juniors, white; sophomores, green; and freshmen, red. All students and advisors will wear their class color on top and Variety Day attire on the bottom. To the faculty and staff, if you are not an advisor, please wear your Spirit gear and join in the fun. Friday online, please wear your Spirit gear. Attention international students. Today is the last day to register for the November 7th TOEFL. Please email Ms. McCaffrey at mmccaffrey@stjlabs.com to let her know if you want to sign up. This test day is open to juniors, but seniors will be given priority. The following colleges will be hosting virtual visits today: University of Rochester, New York at 3 p.m., Franklin Pierce University at 3:30 p.m., and University of Maine at 7:30 p.m. If you are interested in competing in Poetry Out Loud and are not currently in class that is participating, contact Ms. Drew at angela.drew@stjlabs.com for information on how you can compete this year. If you are interested in joining the Nordic ski team this year, it's time to think about getting gear. Winter is right around the corner, and Ski Rack is having a big sale this weekend, October 23rd through 25th, that is worth going to. Reach out to Ms. Slimovich at rslimovich@stjacademy.org for more information. The library is breaking boo-tastic. Halloween bats spread their wings as the funny, frightening books come out to play. Depressed vampires, burned out death ditching all that reaping for spending time with kittens, evil librarians, haunted furniture stores, soul-seeking rock concerts, love-struck zombies. Ghouls just want to have fun. They really do. And if that's not enough Halloween for you, Stephen King has taken over the cafeteria, ready to chill and thrill. Jump in with both shriveled feet. And happy birthday today to Gage Hayden. Happy birthday. And today we have varsity football versus Oxbow at 4. Please release the team at 2:30. JV-A versus JV-B boys soccer scrimmage at 4. And girls and boys cross country at Oxbow at 4. Please release the teams at 2:10. Have an excellent day.
Thank you, Sierra, and good morning, everybody. We do have some late announcements. The varsity girls soccer team lost to Montpelier last night, as did the JV team. However, the varsity football team beat Oxbow 34-7. The JV football team beat North Country 26-14. The varsity volleyball beat Enosburg 3-0, and the JV teams won as well against Enosburg. And in boys cross country, the team was led by the individual champion run of Evan Thornton Sherman and runner-up placing of Hale Boyden to the NVAC Mountain Division Championships on Saturday at Craftsbury. This is Evan's second individual league championship. The boys won the league title by 6 points over Vermont's #1 ranked Union 32. Braden Anthes placed 8th, Gabe Hatch placed 9th, and Luke Chatterton 13th, and completed the scoring for the boys. Congratulations to all of our teams. And just to follow up on some of the first announcements, what we would be experiencing this week in the past would be something to do with Spirit Week. So when I'm thinking about moments that have happened over time and over the years, things that remain etched in my memories are times that we've spent together, and many of those can be over those longer weekends when we've had some activities together. So This past weekend, as I was catching up on my grading reports, I was writing a lot of college recs for seniors, and seniors are the ones who have been mostly on my mind these days. Those that have been in class, those that I've coached, those that I'm writing these recs for, and just seeing your faces all around. And what's amazing to me about our seniors is just how resilient they are. When I think about my walk-arounds and I see them in the classroom, they're laser focused on what's going on. Many of them are working really hard with their college counselors, finishing those November 1 deadlines for their college apps. And they're leading by examples in many of our athletic arenas as well. So to have seniors taking on by charge is something that's going to be really important for us as we work through this year. So I thought this morning that it would be really nice for all of us, especially for you seniors, to be thinking about some memories that you've had over the course of time. And I've invited some special guests to share some favorite memories over Spirit Week, thinking about, and I want you to be thinking about in your advisories after you hear these, what are some things that we can do, right? Not what we can't do, not what COVID has put us in a situation to handle, but what is it that we can do this week? So we'll start with the gear days, we'll start with the class color days, but let's be open-minded about what's possible. So I want to start first with your senior leader in Sierra and having her share her favorite memory with us. So please welcome Sierra again.
Hi. So usually during Spirit Week, during the parade, I'm with the band in the front of the parade, which is really fun. I'm playing with the rest of the band, playing music, and I love it. But last year, I had the opportunity to be with the rest of my class behind our float during the parade. And I hadn't had the chance to do that until last year. And that was something that I will always remember. It was really fun. Just everybody in the same spot, people that I usually weren't in classes with, but I could see everyone. We were all singing and dancing to music, and that was just really great to be together. Might not be able to do that this year, but that was really fun.
Thanks, Sierra, and we may not be able to be following the float this year, but we might be able to do some other things, so we're going to lend it to you all to be thinking about that for us as well. Now I'm going to invite up the freshman dean, right? Please welcome Mr. Racinette.
Morning, everybody. So after thinking about Spirit Week, and Ms. Schwanier let us know this weekend we would be coming up here to talk about this, obviously a lot of memories come through my mind. And one of, I could settle on two, and I know we were supposed to do one, but I picked two because, you know, that's what I like to do. I like to break the rules a little bit. So one of the things that really makes Spirit Week for me is Mr. Ryan's rants at the end of Pep Chapel. I always loved those as a student. I continue to love those as a faculty member. So hopefully we can figure out Mr. Ryan's emceeing at some point here this year, and you can experience that. The other thing that has happened in the last few years is Dress as Your Theme Day. I always love that because it's a chance for all of us to kind of show our personalities, and I get a chance to show you what my real personality is outside of being a teacher. So that's one of my favorite memories.
Thank you, Mr. Racinette. So as you're thinking about things with your advisories and things that we might be able to do, we still have time this week, and so we certainly want your input. Without further ado, though, I'm going to invite Mr. Reed to the podium. Please welcome Mr. Reed.
Well, good morning, everybody. Hope you're all well out there. My memories, I'm like Mr. Racinette. I have a number of them that I'd like to share with you, but anyone that knows me knows that I like to build stuff. I like music and I like fire. And so the memories that I have are related to all of those. One is just the moment that a float comes alive. The float's one of my favorite things to do, to build floats. We have an awesome float team, both staff and students. And that moment when the power goes on, the generator's working, and the music gets thumping, and the float starts to head on out, inevitably with some last-minute repairs, sometimes in the rain. That's a moment that I love. It feels great. The other thing is the moment that the float returns and all the students go tearing down to the bonfire, and the bonfire gets lit. That's kind of a moment for me that I always remember. Every Spirit Week, really enjoy because it means that everyone's had a good time, the fire's lit, the week is over for the deans in terms of all the planning and everything, and tearing down in the dark and listening to music is always it's a big moment to relax. So thank you.
Thanks, Mr. Reed. I'll now invite the junior dean, Miss Angel.
So I'm going to share what I really loved about Spirit Week when I was a student here. And that was when we used to build the float. We used to build it at somebody's house. And whoever's house it was at, that parent or guardian would buy pizza and soda galore all week long. And our teachers never gave us any homework that week so that we could spend until 10 or 11 o'clock at night building our float. So that was pretty fun. As a dean and as a teacher here, I think my favorite part about Spirit Week is when Mrs. McGarvin superimposes the faculty's faces on posters that have to do with whatever our theme is. So one year, all the faculty members here were superheroes, and they were all in the hallways. And so we got to go around and see those, and students think they're hilarious, and faculty members think they're hilarious. So I think those are my favorite memories. Thank you.
Thanks, Miss Angel, and we'll round this out with Dean Dusso. So the senior dean, please welcome Mr. Dusso.
Good morning, everyone. So nice to be up here once again. I have memories that date back, of course, to my years as a student here at St. Johnsbury Academy. 1986 comes to mind. Actually spent a fair amount of that time in Mr. Robillard's driveway building a float. 2004 actually was a big year. I was a dean at that point and helped to usher a group of freshmen through their first skit, which actually won that year. That's a great memory. But as we've heard from some of the other deans, we know, of course, Mr. Racinette, he likes to dress up in costumes. Mr. Reed, he loves to build stuff and then burn stuff. Mrs. Angel, you know, she's still a student at heart and ultimately likes to embarrass her fellow faculty members. Me, I'm a skit person. And I got to say that one of my greatest memories, and this definitely matches the one from 2004, is our class, the class of 2021, as sophomores. This was, of course, as juniors, last year, the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. This was when, of course, we had our first opportunity to win a Spirit Week skit. And it was a blast, as you might remember. Of course, Gary played the prince. We also saw appearances from a number of other, well, now seniors, including Sierra, as well as Isaiah. But as has been mentioned many times in the past, of course, Alex Calcagni really stole the show in his portrayal of a former headmaster Lovett. And I'd like to read just a passage that Alex, of course, performed during that skit, just to bring you back a little bit. Again, he was playing the role of Headmaster Lovett, and he said, "Your specialness is our speciality, right? Ubuntu. I want this year to be special. I want this year to be prime, the greatest year ever. Like commencement, it's not an ending, but a beginning. I know it will be hard, but remember, tradition, prime, special, resilienciness. We have to be resilienciness. Like a pupa in the chrysalis, waiting to be born, we need challenges. We need to overcome adversity." This is the point where Alex started to flap his arms. So I know Alex is out there somewhere. Perhaps he's sitting in advisory. Perhaps he's at home. But Alex, if you would, go ahead and start flapping your arms right now. We need to push through the chrysalis because that struggle will give us the strength to flap our wings. Alex, this is the point where you should really be flapping furiously and be the gritty butterflies that we all are. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Dusso, and thank you to the rest of the deans. Now, the challenge to all of you out there is that we've got the green light that's going to lead us this evening. So hopefully when you are walking around campus, you will see that out there as soon as they're able to get it up in the tower. What we're looking for, though, is many of your ideas, and we're going to ask that you take some advisory time together to think about what's possible. Right? What's possible? Not what we can't do, but what's possible under the current situation and that we're in, right? So that we can continue to create memories, even if we're a little bit apart together, even in this time of hybrid learning. What makes us special here at St. Johnsbury Academy are those relationships and those memories that we build. And so it might not be the exact same memory. Right? We might have to work hard to build different ones, but let's see what we can come up with this week. Let's see what little things you can do in each of your advisories, maybe to raise the level of spirit of what's going on here on campus. Email your deans. Many of you have emailed and reached out to me. I know student government has been working with Mr. Ryan. Dorm council's been working with me for different ideas that we might be able to do. So we want to hear from you, advisories. We're looking to you to maybe give us a little bit of boost and think about what's possible with this because we're all in this together. Thank you. We hope you have a great day.